In this video, we're going to be doing domains of compositions of functions. So when you plug functions inside of each other, finding the domain of that new function. And the way we do it, so if you need help with finding domains, make sure you see my domain video when we're just dealing with basic functions. You need to make sure you understand that before doing domains of composition of functions. When we look at two functions and we plug them inside, in this case, we plug g of x inside of f of x, and we get x, and we're trying to find f of g of x's domain. We can look here at our final answer, and we see that x can be negative infinity to infinity, or all real numbers, because there's no restrictions on the graph of x. We don't see any square roots. We don't see any denominators. There's no reason why it can't be all real numbers. And if you think of the graph, it's just a diagonal line. But with composition of functions, you also have to check the inside function's domain. And in this case, it's g of x. So we look at g of x, and square root of x minus 5 does have restrictions. Square roots, you can't take square root of a negative number. So we can set x minus 5 greater than or equal to 0, because we know that whatever's underneath the square root has to be positive or it has to be 0. And then we can solve for x from there. So we can add 5, and we get x is greater than or equal to 5. So this value gave us negative infinity to infinity. This one told us only 5 to infinity. So we have to take the most restrictive part. So it's going to have to be 5 to infinity.